A painful slap for Harry as Queen granted more privileges to Beatrice left Harry bitterly speechless. Princess Beatrice could in theory take on a new role on behalf of the Queen as she falls ill, as other members of the royal family who would usually serve in the position are incapacitated, a royal biographer explained. Buckingham Palace announced on Sunday that the Queen has contracted COVID and will be isolating while carrying out light duties as she recovers. But questions have been raised over how the role of the monarch can be continued following the illness, with royal author Hugo Vickers explaining Princess Beatrice could become the next Counsellor of State. He explained there had been 6 people in the role who keeps the business of monarchy going, but there now exists only 2 viable options, and said Princess Beatrice would technically be the next option due to the line of succession. Mr. Vickers spoke on Good Morning Britain on the Queen's illness and what it implies for the royal family as a whole. He said that the Counsellors of State, which include Princes William, Charles, Harry, and Andrew, would generally intervene. However, due to recent events, Harry and Andrew would be unable to carry out their role. Mr. Vickers explained, if the monarch is unable to perform her duties, it used to be 6 counsellors. They used to be the Queen Mother and Prince Philip. Well, they're no longer around. So as you rightly say, it's the next in the line of succession, and 2 of them act as a quorum. So obviously, it would be Prince Charles and Prince William. Prince Harry is automatically excluded because he's living abroad. And I do agree with you that if Prince Andrew is undertaking no royal duties whatsoever, it's ludicrous to suggest that he might be a Counsellor of State. So at some stage, they probably ought to address that, in which case the next person, in theory, would be Princess Beatrice, who would be perfectly capable of being a Counsellor of State. They don't have to do very much, but there are certain things that they can't do. But they just keep the business of monarchy going, if you see what I mean, in the absence of the monarch, either abroad or through illness. While Princess Beatrice is 10th in succession, she is the next person after Prince Andrew, who is over the age of 21 and can therefore be a counsellor. Prince Andrew came to an out-of-court settlement with Virginia Giuffre, with calls growing to remove his Duke of York title. Patrick O'Flynn, a political expert, appeared on Jeremy Vine on 5 and claimed the process was considerably simpler than many people thought. It will take an Act of Parliament, he explained, and Parliament is there to do Acts of Parliament. There are some Acts of Parliament that can go through in a day if there's a consensus, and they're a very simple one-line act. So it can be done. I think if it takes an Act of Parliament, it probably should be done, and I think probably that should be extended to his formal place in the line of succession. York MP Rachel Marskell said he should give up his association with the city. The Labour MP said Prince Andrew should show respect for those affected by abuse and the people of our city by the withdrawal of his ducal title. Buckingham Palace confirmed the Queen contracted COVID-19 in a statement on Sunday after the Windsor household saw an outbreak. Prince Charles and Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, contracted the disease, and royal staff also caught the virus. The Queen is now isolating and carrying out light duties as Buckingham Palace stays tight-lipped over the monarch's health due to a long-standing policy. Monarch's health